Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. This is Culture Media. Well, we do it for the culture. And I'm Trish coming through with another drive through. I'm convinced. I'm convinced after being in these spaces for so many years as a subscriber, then ultimately becoming a content creator, and now truly public facing myself to be an influencer. I removed myself from so many different spaces from a real far distance to self reflect, develop my spirituality, protect my energy, and really get into my bag. You know what I'm saying? Smash it. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's Sunday, August 17th at 12 o'clock midnight, and we are live. Welcome to Culture Media. I'm not back. I wanted to tell my subscribers, please. I don't ask for much. I haven't asked for much ever. The last plea that I gave was to sign the No Dragging Kids campaign petition beginning in 2019 and then again in 2020. That's when things really took off. You know what I'm saying? That was some gangster, I had to do it. And the reason why I wanted to set precedent of because you're in a space, it doesn't mean you have to conform to the madness. You don't have to subscribe to chaos and demonic energy because we are what we absorb. We are what we surround ourselves every day with. And there's a lot of subscribers who are here every day for years, and they've been through the fire, the brickstones, especially of the beef sector. Now with this new twist of new content creators, I see there's some things that some people just won't let go. No matter how much I campaign, no matter how many signatures I get, no matter how many subscribers that feel that something that just ain't right, it still happens. It still happens. It happens with women. It always happened with women first. And I'm here to let you know the first petition was Tracy and Rosie Cunningham, one white woman. And as you guys know, Tracy was the first black woman on the petition. It was ugly, it was dark, and I wasn't expecting that to come from her, given the way she came from the church sector. And that explains a lot. I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to offend any Christians, but that explains a lot, you know. And after analyzing a lot of behaviors, even my own, I realized this space is full of the same type of person. That's why I decided to remove myself, because I realized I was the only one analyzing this mega ecosystem of damaged people, really damaged people. I'm convinced, and this is an opinion, not fact. I'm not accusing anyone. I'm not, I'm just so glad that I've been disengaged. And you guys know why I'm here, because I was sent a recorded video of the Miss Souls live, a short clip. And last night, I don't know what day it happened, but from what I hear, you guys have been talking about it for, I don't know, a couple of weeks now, but I'm just now getting to it. And my comrades screen recorded it. So I heard snippets of what was exchanged, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Uppity, which is fact, is diagnosed mentally ill. The government, psychiatrists, you know, MSWs, LCSW, they all put her in that box. So who am I to say she doesn't have imbalances mentally? So knowing that a long time ago, I, I'm not sure why people engage. Pizza. With this new frenemy sector, no dragging kids, no doing this, no doing that. Then you go over to your good old gals live. Why didn't you just drop? You know she's mentally ill. Are you? Are you mentally ill too, Pizza? Because I'm really convinced, because of you woman, I believe you all been touched. I can't even imagine getting into the beef with anybody saying the shit that comes out of your mouth. I can't even imagine thinking that way. My brain is used for so many of the things. And trust me, maybe that's why I was traumatized when I was in the beef sector since 2018. And I heard that come from Black people dragging kids on the World Wide Web. We're not going to go around that roller coaster. I I know everyone, whether you're new or not. You probably know how I feel about it. And I'm glad that I wasn't here. And I'm glad they only give me a snippet, because I truly am an empath and internalize that shit. I'm so glad I've been gone. And I only came by to express my review. My review after being on this platform in this specific space, that more than half of the women, subscribers included, that engage in this type of behavior and activity have been touched. They normalize it. They normalize it. And that's why they're here. They're going to always come to the space, because this is where, if somebody flips out and lose their shit, you may hear a kid get drugged in the most sexual, demonic way. And if you're in there listening, if you're subscribing to it, even if you're doing content on the play-by-play, something's wrong with you. And I've learned this a long time, a long, long, long time, that some people just can't be fixed. A lot of people in the world are fucked up, and you just can't help people. You ever been down a street in an urban community like New York City and seen a mentally ill person spaz out? My question to you is, I know the answer, but it's sort of rhetorical. Would you engage the mentally ill, tweaking woman or man walking down the street? So why would you do it on YouTube, right? And respectfully to those that I do respect, and disrespectfully of the ones that you know what it gives. I don't. apologize for the way I feel. I feel deeply, just not an opinion, deeply, a deep opinion, that many of you should be wiped off the planet completely. Like the world will be a better place. That's how I truly feel. I'm sorry. I feel this way. And I know some people may not think that that's nice, but I'm not nice. I'm truthful. When you analyze the condition of the world today, and you look at some characters in the beef sector, the Mo3 sector, it's not just the beef sector, it's all over YouTube. That's why I'm not on this bitch like that. I got people who don't give a fuck and they watch like this is a fucking test. You're a test dummy, the whole shit. And I like it like that. So when stories like this come up, I can get my little plug in with the snippets, and maybe, just maybe, I'll come live. I wasn't planning on coming live to January 2027, to be honest with you. I got shit to do, bigger fish to fry. Because I really thought the No Dragon Kids campaigning was behind me. It's 2026, people. It's 2026. And to think, just to think, these two women, Uppity and Pizza, are the main ones that overuses the word male identified. Notice that? Both Uppity and Pizza. Oh, she's male identified. She's male identified. Because I don't like bitches. I'm going to tell you, I don't like bitches. I don't like bitches nowhere. Okay? I don't give a fuck about you. Especially if you don't care about children, the youth. That means you don't give a fuck about life. That means you don't care if man, think about it. Someone who doesn't care about kids, and there's a lot of them, they should be wiped the fuck out because they're weighing this planet down. They're weighing all of us down. They're weighing the energy down. They're weighing women down, especially coming from women. We're not going to talk about the men because they fucked up too. But women, mothers, shit. Mothers. Damn. And then you want to know why our kids are fucked up. Because they're being raised from people like Uppity and Pizza. It's crazy. And Pizza got four princesses that mother thinks and behaves like. 1 minute she's a conspiracy theorist. She's tapping into the AI intelligence. And the next, she's gutter. Like she has no emotional intelligence. So I know that shit is fake. Because when you really tapped in, you're guarded. You're protected. You know how to switch that shit in and out of dimensions quick. Because you know what this is. It's not real. None of it's real. And I'm not just talking about the Matrix. I'm talking about a big part of life. Everything you know is you've been lied to. And some people are just frustrated with their own lives where they're orphan kids, whether it's verbally. Let's not stop there. Well, if you can drag a kid verbally, what makes you think that people like me, I don't care about what everybody else thinks. I can give two fucks. But people like me, if you verbally attack a child, I don't even care if it's in defense, right? What else would you do? And I've always thought that. That's why a lot of people that drug kids, they still don't fuck with me to this day because they know I feel this way explicitly. And I'm never going to change because I know I'm right. I know I'm right about character assessments of people's spirit. Everyone has a representation of who they want to be on this platform. But when it boils down to it, they showed them true selves. And because I've been tapped in and I've been watching, I'm like, yeah, 2020, got you. 2021, there you go. Listen, I'm over this shit. I'm over this shit so much. I'm on something else. But every now and again, I get a coat tail pull. Check this shit out. And now I'm here talking about how I'm convinced that more than 50%, just a guesstimate, of the people, the Black women in these spaces that drag kids and engage in that shit, whether you're subscribing, listening, how do you feel when you hear that shit? I know how I feel. I know how I feel. I'm like, what world are we in? It has nothing to do about age. It's about spirit. There are a lot of soulless people walking on the planet. And YouTube, TikTok, IG, Bigo, Twitch, Kick, I don't care what platform, Facebook, they live and breathe because this is a portal. Do you know what would happen? We seen Uppity get attacked. So you know she's not one of them blessed mentally ill people. Because don't think there's like a one size fit all with mentally ill people. Some people are mentally ill and they're geniuses. Some people are mentally ill and they just look at life abstract. Some people are mentally ill because demons are eating away at their soul. Believe that. Believe that. Don't Jesus me. I don't care about that Jesus content because you Christians are the worst and the biggest paganisms. So I think I'm all purged because I really don't have that much. I don't care about these people or if they're reptilian, shapeshift. I don't know who these people are on YouTube. I don't know if they was invaded. We don't know these people. We don't know. They start off one way. I would never have thought. I would have never been attached to pizza for as long as I have if I knew it was that serious with her. Imagine these women in real life. Could you imagine them ever spewing even a smidget of what they're saying online in real life in front of another mother, in front of another woman, just in the streets in general? You know what I'm saying? What would happen? See, it's too many cornballs and squares in these spaces, and y'all just live in the matrix. I live outside the matrix. So when I see things like that, I'm like, the kid know, like I already know what would normally happen to people like that. And because YouTube guidelines are in full effect, I'm going to reserve, my colorful commentary about what would happen to people who actually talk like that in the streets, the real streets. Only on social media in the matrix can they hide, but are they really hiding? And why isn't anyone questioning what they're seeing and what they're feeling? My God, are you numb? Are you a zombie? Are you a sleepwalker? Do you feel anything? I do. I ain't changing. I'm chosen. I ain't changing. I don't care how many demons of you are roaming on social media. It's going to take 10 million of you demons to even penetrate me. This is big hatha energy over here. Big, big. Do you understand? I feel awful for all the children that are lost because of parents that are failing them every day, and no one is perfect. Oh, well, your son said he don't. Well, I raised my son. You know what I'm saying? I raised my son. He's grown. He's not a jailbird. He's not anything but successful. We just don't see eye to eye about a lot of things in life. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. He's never been touched. And his mother isn't online talking about abusing children. His mother isn't thinking that way as a defense of a get back with words, because words are spells. That's what's crazy. All these conscious people, all these intellects, pseudo intellects, but they don't know words are spells. And they use children in the worst way with words. And y'all don't think it's a big deal? Wow. Wow. Yeah. It's time for me to go again. It's time for me to take my black ass back to reality so I could see all the demons in front of me. Not hiding behind avatars. I want to see your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's always hiding. We know Uppity,'s crazy, got the twitch in the eye and all this. That's why she get beat up on the streets of New York. There's a lot of people out here like that. We got 19 million people in New York City, and we're not the biggest city, but there's a lot of, you know, you know. And I know how to disengage because I know how to maneuver in life. So why come on YouTube or social media and play with mentally ill people? Unless you're one too. I'm convinced that more than 50% of Black women in these spaces have been touched. Is that a read or a drag? No, it's sad. Is it a real statistic? No, I haven't been counting, but I've been taking notes. And I literally stopped counting in 2020. I don't know if it's the energy through this portal that's making Black people really lose a sense of who we are. We truly are. I don't know if this is a social experiment to get people engaged so they can suck the souls out of everybody and make them go crazy. Because everyone's, they're lost on social media. Is it real life? I feel weird sometimes being in these spaces, listening to the dumbass shit that comes out of people's mouth. I don't get anything from it. Look, that's why we have greatness awaiting us. And I know who's who. That's for sure. I don't always have to be here to know what's going on. But again, when it's something that's moving me, just to come live to give my 1, 2 cents and dip out. I do what I gotta do. I do it for the culture. Even if it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't help myself. And I don't apologize. I will never apologize. For those of you who walk in love and light, I really wish you much, much blessings, prosperity, and abundance, protection, and health all around. And those that don't, just wait for it. That's how life works. Just wait on it. It's going to happen. What do you mean? What's going to happen? You know. You know. And I will shed no tears. But I will bow my head. Why? Because I failed again. I I was definitely warning people, encouraging people to change before it was too late. But when that thing that they're spewing boomerangs back in a way that they were not expecting, because that's how life happens. You gotta be careful with words, because they're spells. And if you're not crafty, you may shoot yourself. And I see a lot of that going on. So while it's the Wild Wild West in these parts, let them off each other. And then we'll come back next year with the YouTube Streets Awards and Secret Olification. Clean it up and keep it moving. Sorry. I can't wait for that to happen. Just off yourselves. Each other. Not literally. Not literally. But in these spaces where you get just wiped out. And then there's nothing but light and talent and prosperity and glam and beauty and elegance and class and intelligence left. And then you want to know why our kids don't respect anything, anything over millennials. Sad. I really wish you the rest of a great summer. I'll see you guys hopefully January 2027 and maybe before if it's one of these drive-bys again. You guys know I can't help myself. It's 12:27 a.m. EST, and I really appreciate you for coming in, smashing that like button, and just listening to my little rant. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Ashe. Smash it and continue to do it for the culture. Gotta go. Hush.